Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. I hope that you're having a wonderful night out there. Listen, it is getting ready to get pretty cold out here. I don't know when this video, well, this video will come out after the temperatures, as I'm about to show you guys, but it's going to get cold out there. Anyways, today, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. We're going to be listening to the band Témpano. We're going to listen to this track off of their album, The Agony and the Ecstasy, released in 2002. Let's see, I'm pulling it up right now. The track we're going to listen to is Timeless Time, coming in near the middle here of the album. Never heard of the band, but this was suggested and sponsored by Michael, or MD Magnetic Dragon. I love that. It's like two dragons just positive, negative, and stick them together. Magnetic Dragon. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you so much for the support as well. I mean, this isn't showing you like my data or anything, right? Like, look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh my god. Freeze warning. Ugh. Oh, it's coming, man. That freeze is coming. I mean, by the time this video comes out, it would have already been past, but it's gonna get cold. Anyways, I'm excited to listen to the band. I've never heard of them, like I mentioned. They are, according to Michael, a Venezuelan prog band. So let's go ahead and pull them up. We'll discuss it a little bit after. Here we go. Formed in Caracas in 1977. Spotted that. The slide of that bass and all these keys and such coming.
I feel the heartbeat in my sea of time. I feel that I'm falling, waiting for time to go by.
Okay.
I'm a dream, I live forever in images from the past. I'm a dream, words have no meaning.
Almost Pink Floyd vocal effects coming in or rising with this bass. Still strings. I like how those keys are slightly off. I like how the bass followed that synth loop. And it came out of nowhere, huh? You guys have been on quite a roll lately. I will admit that you guys have been on quite a roll lately. I'm right on the precipice. I'm staring into the bottom of the canyon, right about to toss this into my playlist. I'm right there. This was really, really nice to listen to. This was a really pleasurable listen. I don't know what I was expecting, but I got so much more than I expected out of this. This was a truly a lovely listen. And this is strongly a part of prog and progressive rock that I like. One that's not so focused on overly technical and, this many scales, this many different time signatures. That absolutely has its place, you guys know. I don't need to explain myself, but I do like a track like this that is just, you can feel that technical ability coming out of the orifices of every single member of the band in whatever instruments they're playing. Whereas the absolutely beautiful light feather work of the guitar playing, which of course moves into almost some Pink Floyd measures and melodies there. The piano, which had this really cool kind of off-kilter sound in many respects, but plays something slightly bluesy, slightly jazzy, but always tasty no matter how it went down. I thought that was really cool, the little bits of insertion there. The synth work, which, along with the keys, added something kind of unusual and yet just cosmically beautiful into the underlayer of this track. And the vocals, which were soft and yet passionate, heartfelt and powerful in a kind of soft-spoken way and manner. I think that this whole track comes together incredibly well. And I've never heard of the band. I've never, I don't think, seen them pop up in the comments. I'm going to do a quick search just to see. But I think that this was really a fantastic track to listen to. I see that Jesus Brea Music did suggest the band a year ago. He recommended a song called Arabesca. That's not this one, but this was really, really a good listen. Had a really nice kind of like laid back and yet powerful tone. And that's what I mean. Like, to me, it reminded me in some ways of Pink Floyd in how they have that soft spoken power where they don't need to knock you over the head of like this big guitar and everything. Like they put it down, and the drums were nice. Once again, stately and focused. And yet when those toms came in to fill the measures, it feels enormous. Even if volume-wise, it may not be. This had elegance. And this had another word I'm thinking of. But elegance is a good word, but it had taste and a certain suaveness. There's something very professional about it. We're going to look up synonyms for elegance because I want to use the right word when I'm discussing this particular track. It just had a certain... Why is it showing me a dental place? I want to use a word. And we're going to use Google to help. Let's see. Stylish, graceful, tasteful, discerning, refined, sophisticated, dignified. Those are the words that I'd like to use. Sophisticated and dignified. That is absolutely what we just heard here with Timeless Time. I'd actually like to add this to my playlist. But before we do that, can we just say, like, see right here, right? It has a slow, beautiful measure, slow burn. I love the way the bass comes up and comes down, rising and falling in pitch. Bass is going to be performed by Miguel Angel Echeverreneta. Echeverría, who's playing bass and classical guitar, of course, of what you hear in here. Drums and percussion, Gerardo Ubiera. Pedro Castillo on guitars, synth, mellotron, loops, and the vocals, and some extra keyboards by Giulio Cesare Della Noce. Sounds very Italian to me, but like I said, they're from Venezuela, and wow, I think that this is an absolutely gorgeous listen. Man, some really great recommendations tonight, man. And then the middle section's cool because even as it gets into the instrumental, you get this nice back and forth between the guitar and some of those keys and synth that come in. But see that little stop right there before it gets all synthy. You see that little piano drop, da da. There's something like wonderfully awkward about the notes that are being played in lieu of the scale or the melody. I don't know, but there's something about that throws it off, but in this most wonderfully unusual way. It's like hear me out. My friends and I, when I was in middle school / high school, used to go out into the woods at night, and not for any nefarious reasons. It was just like we would just go and explore. Genuinely, like that's what we would do. And there was just something about the full moon above you lighting the I say the forest, but the woods, and seeing it bouncing off of the trees and like making our way and trudging through the trees. There was something kind of scary and eerie about it, being in the woods at night, but there was something just gorgeously beautiful about it at the same time. And those keys, those specific drops in the notes that they're playing make me kind of think of that. But like I said, the track doesn't just rest in that part. Like it has these little flourishes of like the synth, like you hear right here alongside the guitar. And there's little moments like that constantly happen in the track, which just make this, I think, an incredibly beautiful listen and a really wonderful track. I've never heard the band, but I think that this is a really nice listen. Pictures come from the past, images that always last. I'm a dream. Words have no meaning anymore. I feel the heartbeat in my sea of time. I feel that I'm falling. Waiting for time to go by. Where is time going? How long has gone by? I'll wait forever to die, or for time to die. I'm a dream. I'll live forever in images from the past. I'm a dream. Words have no meaning. Where is time going? How long has gone by? I'll wait forever for time to die. Now, I don't know, but I'm clearly looking at the album cover, and I mean, it's a statue or a sculpture or something of that nature. And I mean, Timeless Time, the way he's describing himself from the perspective, could absolutely be from the perspective of a sculpture or some piece of art in that regards. Or it could be, of course, just a memory, a bit of nostalgia. And, the track and being entitled Timeless Time. I mean, time on one hand, yes, it travels in a continuous river of flow. But on the other hand, time is timeless. It never ends. So it could go in many different directions there. But I'll link the Bandcamp here, of course, so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And really, really good listen. Let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. Michael, Magnetic Dragon, thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you for the support. Really wonderful recommendation here. Really, really enjoyed that. I'm getting a warning here. I'm giving a warning. I'm freeze warning. See, freeze warning right there. Yep. So it's coming. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay warm. Stay cool. Because you're cool. I'll see you later.